My beloved child, in this broken world your pain is real, and I'm not distant. I'm watching, I'm moving, and I'm reaching for you. When your heart breaks from injustice, when the headlines shock and the world trembles, I am the healer standing in the fire with you. I see your sorrow, your fear, your rage, and I refuse to let your suffering be meaningless. This moment matters. This pain matters. I will transform it into purpose. You thought you were alone, but I'm closer than your next breath. You thought the damage was permanent, but I specialize in restoration. You thought it was too late, but I am eternal. So cry out, rage at heaven, grasp my hand. I'm here. I'm listening. I'm answering. Do not wait for tomorrow. Healing begins now. Believe, because I have decreed your breakthrough. Receive, because I am not just a messenger. I am your Redeemer. Rise, because your crisis is the soil for your comeback. Don't dismiss this urgency. It's not hype. It's your lifeline. I see you. I'm with you. And I refuse to let you go. My dear child, in a time when the world seems to unravel at the seams, I want you to know something unshakably true. I see everything, and I see you. I see the tremble in your chest as you scroll through news that feels like nightmare upon nightmare. I see how you wake up each day wondering what pain will be waiting next. And I see the tears you won't let fall because you're trying so hard to stay strong for everyone else. But hear me now. I never asked you to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. That's mine to carry. And I am. You were never meant to live on constant alert, drenched in fear, bracing for the next explosion of chaos. Whether it's war abroad or division at home, I want you to know. I am still sovereign in the storm. I am still holy in the headlines. I am still love in the ruins. Don't be fooled by the noise. The louder the world becomes, the more clearly I whisper. I haven't stopped speaking. I'm still the same God who spoke peace over raging seas. And I'm speaking peace now, over you. I see you struggling to reconcile faith with fear. I see your confusion as some preach anger and vengeance in my name. But I want to be clear. I am not the author of hate. I am not the voice of division. I am not the architect of despair. I am the God who binds wounds, the God who makes beauty from ashes, the God who sits beside you in the rubble and rebuilds from the inside out. And yes, my child, there is so much rubble right now, but I am not afraid of what's broken. In fact, I specialize in broken things. I heal what others walk past. I restore what the world labels too far gone. I resurrect what's declared dead. When bombs fall, when systems collapse, when families are torn apart, I am there, still gathering, still grieving with you, still moving. Let me tell you something sacred. No suffering escapes my notice. No trauma is too deep for my reach. No cry is too soft for my ears. When others look away, I move closer. You may feel like your prayers hit a ceiling. You may have shouted at heaven and heard nothing back. But silence does not mean absence, and delay does not mean denial. Your cry has been heard. Your tears are in my bottle. Your pain is my priority. Don't mistake my patience for inaction. Sometimes I hold back the storm you can't see. Sometimes I wait, not because I'm late, but because I'm laying the foundation for something greater than you asked for. But right now, I want you to do this. Breathe. Yes, just breathe. Slowly, deeply. Let yourself exhale what you've held in too long. Let yourself grieve what you haven't had time to name. Let yourself admit that this hurts, because it does. And I am not disappointed in your weakness. I am not ashamed of your questions. I am not afraid of your emotions. You think I want the polished version of you. But what I really want is you. Just you. As you are. Right now. That includes the anger, the sadness, the numbness, the confusion, the tiredness. I can work with those things. I do work with those things. What I cannot work with is what you won't bring me. So bring me your exhaustion. Bring me your overwhelm. Bring me the injustice you don't understand and the ache that you can't put into words. I can hold it all. Because you, my child, are not just one of billions. You are not just another number. You are not just a face in the crowd. You are mine, personally, deeply, eternally. And my promise is this: when it all falls apart, I will not. When everyone else walks away, I stay. When your faith feels too small, I remain faithful. The headlines are shocking. The losses are real. The violence is heartbreaking. But I have not abandoned my world. I have not abandoned you. The world may be dark, but I am still the light. The foundations may shake, but I am still the rock. The nations may rage, but I am still the Prince of Peace. Don't put your faith in systems. Don't anchor your heart to politics or popularity. Place your hope in me, the only one who will never change, even when everything else does, even now. My beloved, let's continue, because what I have to say doesn't end with comfort. It leads to strength. You've felt buried by headlines and fear. But I'm not just calling you to survive this world. I'm calling you to rise in it. There is still purpose in your breath, still divine strategy in your steps, still assignments from heaven wrapped in the ordinary moments of your day. I have placed my spirit in you not to panic, but to stand. Not to hide, but to shine. Not to escape, but to carry my love where others are afraid to walk. Yes, the earth groans. Yes, the nations tremble. But my children, they rise. They rebuild. They reflect me. You are not helpless. You are not voiceless. You are not invisible. You carry me inside you. And that changes everything. I want you to know this. You were born for such a time as this. This time of shaking. You're not here by accident. You are a divine placement, a light in this darkness. You keep waiting for a move of God. But beloved, you are the move. Every word of kindness you offer echoes my heart. Every tear you wipe echoes my compassion. Every bridge you build where others burn them echoes my kingdom. And when you feel too weak, too small, too overwhelmed, remember, I delight in using the least likely to reveal my glory. Let the world underestimate you. Let the enemy try to silence you. But don't you dare forget who you belong to. You belong to the one who conquered death. You belong to the one who speaks and stars are born. You belong to the one who never loses a battle. And that's who is in you. So no, you're not here to give up. You're not here to blend in. You're not here to escape and hope for heaven while the earth burns. You are here to bring heaven to earth, to love radically, to give fearlessly, to pray with fire, to forgive outrageously, to stay tender while the world grows cold. Child, the war around you is real, but I've equipped you for it. I've given you armor that doesn't rust. I've given you truth that can't be canceled. I've given you access to my presence that nothing can block. So stand, not in your own strength, but in mine. Walk, not by sight, but by faith. Speak, not with anger, but with authority from above. I'm not done writing your story, and the next chapter? It's not tragedy, it's testimony. Now listen closely, child, because this is the part of my message that you need for the days ahead. You've heard me speak comfort over your pain. You've heard me speak courage into your fear. But now, I speak commissioning. Yes, I am sending you, not as a soldier of anger, but as a carrier of healing. Not as a victim of the storm, but as one who walks through fire and doesn't burn. I have chosen you. I have appointed you. I have anointed you. Your scars are not shameful. They are sacred. They are the very proof that you have walked through darkness and still held on to the light. Let me use them. Let me use your story. Let me use every broken chapter and tear-soaked prayer. Because where others see ruin, I see redemption. You will speak peace in places others speak panic. You will carry hope where despair reigns. You will love people back to life, because you've learned what it means to be held together by my hands. And when you falter, I will catch you. When you forget, I will remind you. When you are weary, I will strengthen you. This world is hurting deeply, but I am not done healing it, and I heal it through people like you. So be bold with your love. Be loud with your mercy. Be extravagant with your forgiveness. Not everyone will understand you. Not everyone will welcome your light. But shine anyway, because every act of compassion you offer echoes eternity. Every seed of kindness you plant blooms in ways you may never see. But I do, and I will reward it. I am preparing divine encounters for you. Moments where the right words will flow from your mouth like rivers of living water. Where you will speak what you didn't plan, pray what you didn't practice, and love beyond what you thought was possible. Not because of who you are, but because of who I am in you. This is not the end. This is not destruction. This is transformation. The shaking you see in the world, it's not a collapse. It's a clearing. I'm shaking what must be shaken so that what is eternal may remain. I'm exposing what's false so truth can stand. I'm breaking open the ground so new life can rise. So don't fear the shaking. Don't curse the fire. Don't panic in the flood. I am in the storm, and I am speaking. You are not abandoned. You are not helpless. You are not lost in the crowd. You are held. You are chosen. You are empowered. And when you lift your voice in worship in the middle of chaos, hell trembles. When you refuse to give up, heaven rejoices. When you forgive instead of fight, my glory shines. This is your moment. This is your mantle. This is your calling. Not to escape, but to engage. Not to retreat, but to rebuild. Not to hate, but to heal. I will not leave you alone in this work. I will surround you with others on the same mission. I will pour out my spirit like never before. And the world will see, not just the pain of this season, but the power of my presence through people like you. You are my hands now. You are my feet. You are my heart in a hurting world. So go, beloved. Go with fire. Go with joy. Go with confidence, not in yourself, but in me. Because I have spoken, and what I speak will not return void. The world will know who I am, because you will live like it. And when the final page is turned, and the headlines fade, and all things are made new, you'll see. You were never forsaken. You were part of the plan all along. My child, as we draw near to the heart of this message, I want to remind you, what the world calls the end, I often call the beginning. When nations shake, when systems fall, when everything built on sand collapses, I am still building on the rock. And you, my beloved, are a part of that foundation. You've cried out for peace. You've begged for justice. You've waited in silence, wondering if I was ever going to answer. And here I am, not just speaking, but moving. The shaking has a purpose. It uncovers, it purifies, it exposes idols, false comforts, and hollow promises. And though it may feel terrifying, it is grace. Yes, grace. Grace that doesn't leave the world in its deception. Grace that confronts what is killing the soul. Grace that makes space for what is eternal to be rebuilt. You may feel like a single voice in a sea of confusion, but your obedience, your worship, your integrity, they are building something unseen. You are building with me. Each time you choose love over fear, heaven moves. Each time you choose mercy over judgment, walls fall. Each time you choose truth over comfort, I pour out more of myself. This generation doesn't need more noise. It needs more presence, my presence. And I've chosen to reveal it through those who are fully surrendered. So here is my call to you. Don't grow cold. Don't numb out. Don't give in to apathy. Stay awake. Stay burning. Stay faithful. The reward is not just in eternity. It's in the transformation happening now. I am raising up healers in the rubble. I am releasing light in the places long trapped in shadows. I am using voices like yours to disrupt cycles of hopelessness. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need a platform. You don't need perfection. You need my presence, and you already have it. So walk forward boldly, even if your steps feel small, even if you tremble, even if you've failed before. There is no shame in trying again. There is only glory in rising with me. Let me remind you, I've never needed a crowd to move mountains, just a mustard seed of faith. I've never looked for the qualified, just the willing. I've never worked with flawless people, just surrendered hearts. You are enough, not because of your strength, but because of mine. And I am in you. Child, you are standing in prophetic days. These are not random events. These are birth pains of something greater, and I am with you in every single one. When you pray, I act. When you cry, I respond. When you stand firm, I send angels. You may not see all that I'm doing yet, but you will, soon. And until then, I call you to endure. Not with gritted teeth, but with supernatural peace. Not with shallow hope, but with anchored joy. Because I have already overcome the world. And that victory? It's yours too. So sing in the ashes, pray in the prison, praise in the storm. Your worship is a weapon. Your love is a revolution. Your faith is a fire the enemy can't extinguish. This is your hour. This is my promise. This is our story. And I will finish what I started. So look up, child. Redemption is closer than it seems. And revival, true, holy, heart-shaking revival, is already breaking out in places the world forgot. It's in homes where forgiveness is replacing generational pain. It's in quiet prayers whispered by the overlooked. It's in tears cried at midnight that heaven gathers and transforms. And you are part of it. You are not waiting for revival. You are carrying it. So go now, not in fear, but in purpose. Not in reaction, but in revelation. Not in anxiety, but in anointing. Because this world doesn't just need another opinion. It needs my voice through your life. And I have spoken, I am speaking, and through you, I will continue.